Hello, book lovers, and thanks for listening. I post new chapters every week. If you like my work, please remember to like and subscribe to help me build my channel. The Stillwater Girls by Minka Kent. Narrated by Jennifer Schafer. Chapter 37. Wren. Lying on the sofa in what Nicolette calls the family room, I page through one of her paperback books. In this one, a woman exacts revenge on her husband for cheating on her. She fakes her own kidnapping and death and tries to frame him for it. My fingers tingle as I devour each page, unable to read it fast enough. I've never read anything so clever and sharp, and I'd never known the concept of kidnapping until I found it between these pages. This is exactly the kind of book Mama would have burned in the hearth. But as long as I'm reading, as long as I'm lost between these pages, I don't have to think about the body they found in the woods. While my eyes scan the next page, I find myself wondering if Mama would have done something like this Amy character. I decided earlier today that my memories about the house with the soft floors that tickled my feet and the flower walls, the ones Mama said were false, were real, and if I squeeze my eyes tight enough and concentrate, I can almost hear the shrill ring of a yellow phone hanging on the wall in a kitchen. It made the same sound Brant's iPhone makes when someone calls him. The house in my recollections had compartments, rooms with doors, like Nicolette's, only smaller. It wasn't one giant room like our cabin, and I had my own room with pink curtains and a white bed and something over the top of it. Some kind of fabric, maybe? I'm not sure what it was, but it made me feel safe and protected. How could I envision something like that if I'd never seen it before? It had to have been real. There's no other explanation. Just thinking about it sends a tightness to my chest and a fullness throughout the rest of my body, unlike anything I've ever felt before. I don't even know what it means. I just know it's real. And Mama's not here anymore to tell me that it isn't. Returning to my book, I flip to the next page only to hear the sound of Brant's voice. He's home. I place my book on the little table beside the sofa and leave the family room, finding him in the hallway hanging up his jacket in a closet. "What did you do with my sketches?" I ask my burning question. Turning toward me, he winks.
"Ah, was hoping you wouldn't notice."
And then he smiles all the way from his mouth to his eyes. I don't. "Where are they?" I ask.
"I was hoping to surprise you."
He says, stepping toward me, arms out and palms up.
"Took them into town to get them framed. Should be ready by Monday."
"Why?" My fingers drum against my sides.
"Are you serious? Ren, your drawings are incredible. I don't think you realize how talented you are. Your work deserves to be archived and showcased."
Cocking my head and squinting, I study him. "How do you know about the ones in my room?" I ask. "As far as I know, he hasn't stepped foot in the guest room I share with my sister." He laughs through his nose, hands on his hips.
"I was walking by. Door was open. Saw them lying there on the dresser. I'm sorry. If I'd have known this would upset you, I never would have done it."
"What's going on?" Nicolette stands at the bottom of the stairs, her dark blue gaze passing between the two of us as her hand grips the railing. Her face is paler than usual, her hair out of place in some parts. Brant turns to his wife.
"I took her drawings into town to get them framed at the frame shop. Was trying to do something special. You know, artist to artist."
She studies him, though I can't tell if she believes him or not. Turning back to me, he says,
"Look, you can go into town with me to pick them up if you want."
Exhaling, I let my arms fall to my side. If he was trying to do something special for me, then I'm being rude. After all, he did tell me not to be shy about showcasing my work. I suppose after everything that's come to light recently, it's easy for me to cast doubt. I'm sorry, I say, not wanting to cause trouble. I overreacted. I get attached to my art, that's all.
You and me both. Don't ever worry about it.
Brant swats his hand through the air before resting it at his hip.
Completely understand.
Heading back to the family room, I leave the two of them at the bottom of the stairs by the coat closet, and I lose myself between the pages of a book, where nothing is truly as it seems and no one is who they claim to be. Thank goodness it's fiction. End of chapter 37.